What's going on, guys? Victor here. Check it out. We are in the beautiful Florida Keys, right in front of Worldwide Sportsman. And the first thing we got to do today is get some bait. Got the buckets right here. Anytime we do a little bridge fishing, I like to come here because they let you pick your own shrimp. Anytime I would come here with my family, we'd come into Worldwide Sportsman, look for a new rod reel, get some bait here. It's a really cool area if you guys have never been, and a really cool bait shop. They have this whole outdoor section. Pinfish, crabs, shrimp. All the charter guys get their bait here in the morning. Usually they pick out the nice shrimp, so hopefully they left us a few jumbos. Oh, there's a lot of puny ones. See that? That's not what you want. We want some bigger ones. When you wake up late, you don't get the best selection of shrimp. All the guides got all the jumbos first thing in the morning, probably here at 6 a.m. So we're bringing 3 things to the bridge. Live shrimp, live blue crabs in case we see some permit. And we got these little guys, pinfish, great bridge baits. So we don't know what's going to be biting on the bridges, so it's best to have your bases covered and go out there with a whole arsenal of stuff, depending on what you see. We got bucketfuls of bait, we got the rods. It's a beautiful day in the Keys. Now we just got to make it to the bridge and hope the fish are biting. So the bridge we're going to be fishing is called Long Key, and it's the second longest bridge in the Florida Keys. There's a bridge called the 7 Mile Bridge, which is actually 7 miles long. And the Florida Keys are actually a chain of islands. And the only reason you can get from one island to another is because of these bridges. The unique thing is that they make for an amazing fishing opportunity because you're intercepting all these fish that are traveling through and using it as a passageway. So we're headed out. We're gonna go about halfway down the length of the bridge. It's about a mile walk, but beautiful, crystal clear water. I'm excited. Let's catch some fish. So we just came up to the bridge and saw something that'll make any fisherman excited, and that's fresh bait. There's a little school of ballyhoo right here, so I'm gonna put on a sabiki and see if we can't get some good cut bait. We got all the live bait, but I always like to have a bunch of different presentations. Sometimes they want dead bait, sometimes they're lazy and they don't want to chase down something. So we got a little sabiki rig. Basically it looked like a bunch of little flies, and the ballyhoo like them, so let's see if we can get one or two. So normally I would love to keep ballyhoo alive, but you need a pretty big well, and they would not stay alive very well if we put them in with the pinfish and the crabs. So, but excellent fresh cut bait. And I'm a big believer in no matter where you're fishing in the world, the best bait to use is the bait that is there in the natural environment. Gorgeous little ballyhoo. Probably my favorite snapper bait of all time. This makes me very excited. We got good bait right here. So we're gonna try to get a dozen baits and head out towards the bridge, and we'll see you guys there.
It's always so cool coming to the bridge because you never know what you're gonna catch, and you never know what you're gonna see. Manatees, sea turtles, stingrays, all sorts of kind of fish. You know, you can catch keeper grouper out here, keeper mutton, snapper. You know, you can catch some fish of a lifetime right off of the bridge. You don't need to jump in a boat and go miles offshore. It's really awesome. Well, first person we've seen catch a fish so far, a little mutton snapper.
We made it out to our platform, about a mile walk. Live pinfish going down. We already got 2 rods out with those ballyhoo you saw us catch. We cut in half, sent them out, talked to quite a few people on the way out here. Was happy to hear that there's some action going on. A lot of undersized muttons, 20 or so they said they caught, which is a good sign because where there's little muttons, there's gonna be keeper muttons. And right now, the tide is going out, so it's going into the ocean, pouring from the Gulf into the Atlantic. We're gonna be here for the tide switch, which is the best time to fish the bridge when the water slows down a lot.
The first thing I'm putting out is a shrimp.
You guys see that we got quite a few rods, and that is because every single rod has a purpose. Always like to leave that big rod down there with that pinfish on, so a bottom rod. The spinners with mono, those bait runners, you cast them out. I like it on an incoming tide when the water's flowing underneath the bridge. That's where you're gonna use that little live shrimp with a jig head on a rod like this and just kind of cast it from piling to piling and see where the fish are at. You guys know how much I love to cook, and my biggest inspiration in the kitchen has always been my grandma. Unfortunately, she passed away a few years ago, and it was a really hard time in my life. I miss our family dinners where she would always say, "This fish is not fishy," and that's how she judged if a fish was good or not.
It's good. It's not fishy.
Good. Good, not fishy.
No.
Not fishy. As you guys know, Brookie and I recently got married, which has been a huge blessing in my life. Luckily, I have someone like Brookie to talk to, but I know a lot of people don't have that option. That's where BetterHelp, who's sponsoring today's video, comes into the picture. BetterHelp is an online therapy provider that makes it easier for people to start therapy. They match you with a therapist based on your needs and preferences, and you can have sessions over the phone, video chat, or even messaging. It's about finding comfort in therapy in a way that's right for you without the intimidation. If I had started therapy with BetterHelp during my time of loss, I may have navigated my grief with a bit more grace. Could have been a space to understand my feelings deeply, to honor my grandma's memory in a way that healed me. I know therapy can be super intimidating, but I think it's amazing that you can get therapy from the comfort of your own home. Over 4 million people have taken a step towards a happier, healthier life with BetterHelp. If you're interested in seeing what BetterHelp has to offer, go to betterhelp.com/Landshark or select Landshark Outdoors at sign up for a special discount off your first month of therapy. There we go. We got him that time. Uh-oh, this feels really big.
Like a nurse shark?
Yeah, it feels like some type of shark species. But I'll fight it like a normal fish. But if he goes past those power lines, I'm gonna have to stop him, otherwise I'm gonna ruin all my line. Some type of shark or stingray, probably. Come on, Olga. Oh, we got him little turns. Come here, little puppy dog.
I think a stingray.
Stingray?
Yeah.
How come?
I don't know. It's giving me stingray vibes.
I'm gonna go zing pow here real quick. There it goes. Broke him off. He was getting really close to those pilings, and I'm not gonna ruin my line for the chance of a rare sighting of a North Shark at the Keys Bridge. This is a bigger shark, I think. Woo! I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. You guys, I don't know what to tell you. It is so slow. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna move the next set of pilings over. You guys, we just found a huge school of jacks just came through the bridge pilings. So many of them. It's really cool to see. That's why I love bridge fishing. You have that aerial view, and it's just so neat to be able to see fish that you normally couldn't see from a boat. Oh, there they are, Dennis. There they are. All right, let's see if the jacks want this pinfish. Oh yeah, he's gonna smoke it. Oh my gosh, he got it, he got it, he got it. He got it, yeah! Now, gotta make sure he doesn't go under the bridge. Look at all those jacks. That is a lot of jacks. Oh no, the hook pulled. All right, got another pinfish. Look at the pup again. Oh, that one got it. Oh no, he got it, he got it. Oh look, dude, there's a big Goliath grouper down there. Oh, that one's bigger, I think. I gotta keep him away from these pilings. Ah! Oh my gosh! One ate me and I didn't even see. Is that a cuda? I think I got a cuda. Yep. Is it? Oh my gosh, it's a giant bluefish. Where did this thing come from? What?
I've seen a giant bull shark, so be careful.
Yep.
Oh my god, they're trying to eat him.
Oh, there's the shark!
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Brooke!
Oh my gosh! I'm scared.
What do you mean you're scared?
He's got it.
I'm the
What
one
if he
with
gets in the net?
Do you see what he's doing? He's got just like
Babe,
the tip
bring
of
him
his...
closer.
Ah! Woo! That's exciting. That'll get your blood pumping. Big bull shark came out of nowhere. I was like trying to get the bluefish as high up as possible so that way the bull shark didn't get him, but I think that it broke the line by doing so. Yellowjack? It's a little mutton, huh? It's a little mutton snapper. Yep, I got him. Woo! Finally, first real fish of the day. I was starting to question those guys that said they were catching so many undersized snapper. That's a little gorgeous mutton snapper. They got to be 18 inches to keep. This guy's probably right around 14 inches. They cruise up and down these pilings, just on these sandy flats, and I was drifting my shrimp back there and got the hook out, spunky little mutton snapper, going back. He's still on. I got a fish and he's in the piling. Hooked him out there, ran straight over here. Come on, come out. He's out, he's out, he's out, he's out, he's out. Freelining the live shrimp once again. Oh man, another baby mutton. Can't believe I got rocked up by this little guy. Another little undersized mutton going back.
It's not going to be very big, but I finally got my first fish on of the day. I actually still have that jig head on with the shrimp, but the current is so strong that it's way out on the other side of the driving bridge. Oh, it's just like Vic, another baby mutton. Aw, what a cutie. Going home.
Man, the little muttons are out and about. There's got to be a keeper down there somewhere. A little bit. That one might be like 15 inches. Okay. So in the state of Florida, mutton snapper used to have to be 16 inches, which this guy's right around 16 inches. Nowadays, they gotta be 18 to keep. So pretty. You guys saw the very first one we caught was really orange. This guy's a lot whiter and greener. It's always nice to see the different colors on mutton snapper. Oh, please, baby. That one's in the water, Dennis. All right, you're hooked up. This was on a chunk of ballyhoo, guys. The ballyhoo rods have been pretty slow all day, aside from the few nurse sharks and stuff that hit them. But we just had a nice scream and run on this guy. Hopefully it's our keeper mutton.
Do you need the net?
I don't think it'll be a keeper, but it's a mutton. Maybe it'll start biting for us.
Do you need the net?
No, he's already up here, Brooke. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! What is that, Keith? That's mutton number 4 or 5, I think. A lot of little guys. We just... Oh, 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 oh! Come on, take it, baby. I can feel something munching on the ballyhoo. I like to wait for the fish to run away from me so I can get a good hook set. He's there. He was there just sleeping on it. Ooh, he got me in some type of rock. See, you guys can see the rod tip. That fish is on there, but he's in some type of structure, so I loosened up on him. Let's see if he'll... Oh, he's out. He's out. Sometimes when you put it in free spool, they start to feel more comfortable, and they'll actually come out of the rock or whatever they were in. I think it's going to be another mutton. He's digging deep like a snapper would. They're biting good, though. Let's measure him. I bet you he's 17 inches right here. Oh my gosh. No, he's 16 inches, so we'll get him back. Gotta get baits back out. Now's the hottest part of the day. Shrimp rod just got hit. Oh. Oh, he's running to the bridge. Very similar fight to all the other fish. Man, this bridge is loaded with the baby muttons right now. So much fun on this light gear too. Normally when you mutton fish, you're fishing really big rods, and even though these fish are small, when you downsize your tackle, they pull. And you gotta pull them away from the pilings. So much fun. Come on, that's our keeper right there. That's the most drag any fish has pulled so far. Yeah, that's our keeper mutton right there. Brick, will you reel this rod in right here, please?
Yes. You're in something else over there.
It's either my fish is running through there or...
Don't worry about it, I'll grab it.
You stay away from this piling, dude. Please don't go in there, we need you. Wow. He got shark. He got shark. That was our keeper mutton that just got sharked, I guarantee you. Can feel my line rubbing on that piling over there. This is not good. I'm almost sure that we had a good bottom fish on, and then all of a sudden my line got really heavy and now it just won't stop, almost like he got sharked. Oh my gosh, there's the shark right there with the mutton. He just broke me off. I literally just saw the shark. You saw that, Brooke? I saw a shark come up top, thrash his head, and I just broke off. The one keeper fish. There he is. He's charging the bridge. Another mutton. Cannot stay away from these little guys. We ended up catching a few more mutton snapper, but never found that keeper well into the night. Luckily, since we were still in the Keys, my buddy Clay from Life by the Bow and Adam from Moving Weight actually invited us to go do a little diving with them the next day. All right, so big thank you. We got Clay from Life by the Bow. If you guys don't know, he's got an incredible YouTube channel. I think the best cinematography in terms of what you guys will see on YouTube. Does a killer job.
That.
Yeah, man.
This is something we've been talking about doing for a little while now. It's crazy how fast it happened. Literally just got a phone call from Adam last night and he's like, hey, you want to take me and Victor out lobstering and of course the girls? And dude, that's a no-brainer if I have some free time. So I'm really excited to see what you guys can do. I'm gonna stay in the boat, you know, where things are a little warmer, and I'm gonna let them take the plunge and see what they can do.
So we just left Clay's house. We're on the beautiful Pathfinder. Crystal clear blue water. Gotta love the Keys. We got Adam and Annika suiting up, and we're just gonna go from spot to spot. Clay's got a bunch of areas marked, and we're gonna look for lobster. We did not catch a keeper mutton, but Adam from Moving Weight and Clay from Life by the Bow, they went fishing 2 days ago and they have a beautiful 10-pound mutton snapper in the box, so we're gonna fillet. So the catch and cook lives on and we can actually cook it for them, which is a really nice collab because I don't think there's anything better to do for someone or a gift than cooking for someone. That speaks from the soul, you know what I mean?
Appreciate you doing the honors.
Yeah.
On Adam's mutton here.
It's everyone's mutton, man.
So we got a gorgeous mutton snapper that the boys and girls caught the other day. So let's fillet it up. Starting right here by that pec fin. Gonna go right here into the head meat. And then we're gonna swivel that knife around. And we're gonna work all the way from the head to the tail, just kind of outlining our fish. This is the foundation of your fillet, right? No prettier fish to have at your fillet table than this guy right here. I think a lot of people, when they come to the Keys, they think yellowtail snapper dolphin, And although a mutton is fairly common, I feel like it doesn't get as much love and attention that it deserves. I think it is the best eating snapper in the ocean, in my opinion. So just basically separated the flesh all the way to the backbone right there. Gonna lift up this shoulder meat and we're gonna break through the pin bones. So we're gonna go right on top of the rib cage. And you're gonna hear it kind of snap. We get through those pin bones. Gonna go over the rib cage, down on the other side of this backbone. Okay, continuing our mutton fillet. A lot of people struggle with big snapper because of this rib cage right here, and they try to saw through it. There's this just little set of pin bones right here you got to break through, and it makes your life so much easier. Once you get that repetition in there and you really feel it out, it becomes so easy. Look at that. Beautiful piece of fish right there. I actually want to prepare this on the half shell for you guys on the grill. So we're going to leave the skin on, and it's going to act like a natural barrier, kind of like aluminum foil or a baking dish. So we're going to leave that on. It's one of my favorite ways to prepare snapper. Your fish comes out so juicy. What do you think of that, Clay?
I think that's awesome. So you're gonna leave the scales on it too?
Yeah, so the way we're gonna eat it though is we're gonna grill it, but the skin separates the scales, so when it's finished, you don't get any scales in your final product. It's a really cool way to eat it.
I love that.
Have you ever had it like that?
No, I never have, and I think that that's what's so cool about you cooking. You know, you're gonna show me something that we would probably never think twice about doing.
I'm telling you, you're gonna steal this recipe from now on. We're gonna do a little mutton snapper on the half shell on the grill. That fish is looking mighty beautiful. And then what I did is, I saved one to show you guys, but basically I'm taking the meat out of the shell. We're gonna dice it up and make a really delicious lobster stuffed baked potato. It's much easier to do this when a lobster's already been frozen. Lobster meat does not come out of the shell very easily unless it's been frozen. And lobster actually freezes very well. Fish, not as much, but lobster, you cannot taste the difference between fresh lobster and frozen lobster, I promise you. Okay, so we got 6 lobster that we're working with right here. And I'm gonna put them back on the cutting board. And we're just gonna kind of go along here with our chunks of lobster and just break it down into nice little bite-sized pieces. Lobster can be very chewy, so when you do nice little small pieces, they become a little more tender and easier to work with. Very simple. Mutton snapper is super flavorful, really flaky, does not need much, especially when it's on the grill. You get that good grill flavor. So you already know, going down with the garlic powder. So since this fish is on the half shell, we're not gonna be able to season the other side, so a generous amount of salt. That salt will go down deep into the meat. And it's best to do it ahead of time. Okay, and then some freshly cracked pepper. And I made a mistake, I should have done this before, but we're not living in the past. So a little olive oil on our fish. If you put the olive oil on before, it'll just be better because you can brush it on. All right, we got sous chef Clay in the house here for moral support.
I don't know how well I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna give it a shot.
You're gonna do good.
You just take the lead and we'll be good from there.
All right, sounds good. So next up is we're gonna make a chimichurri. When that fish comes off the grill, I wanna brush it with a nice, fresh chimichurri. So I already have some chopped cilantro and parsley here, about equal parts. Hit it with a generous amount of olive oil. We're gonna do some fresh lime juice. Then we gotta get some salt in there.
Now I'm curious, do you know all of these ingredients off the top of your head as far as like measurements? Like, are you just doing it all visually?
Eyeball.
Wow.
Eyeball, yeah. Once you, I always tell people cooking is not hard. Cooking is, it's just like fishing. You learn the foundation. Why are you at that wreck? Why are you at that patch reef that time of year? It's the same thing with cooking. Once you learn the basics, it's smooth sailing from there.
And you can just kind of visualize, okay, I have so much of this and so much of that. And once you put it all together, you know that everything here is a perfect amount just by eyeballing it.
Yep, balance. And don't ever overdo anything at once. Like you said, stop, taste. You don't want to overdo it at once. Just put in a generous amount of garlic. And then we have some finely minced shallots as well. So this is a really nice finishing sauce for basically anything. Chicken, fish, steak, you could put it on pretty much anything. Helps balance out flavors.
You guys getting hungry?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Mm-hmm. I'm just enjoying watching someone else cook for a change.
Stephanie's feeding too.
That's right. Got 2 in here. Or 2. No, 1, 2.
Something you want to tell me?
Yeah, right? No, just 1 baby.
Gonna pop that in the fridge so it stays nice and cold. So we're gonna do a little salad dressing to go along with our fish and our baked potato. I'm gonna go in with the olive oil. Clay, you wanna learn how to make every basic salad dressing known to mankind? Salad dressing, you gotta have some type of fat, canola oil, olive oil, whatever it is. Mayo, a lot of white dressings, your blue cheese or Caesar, well not Caesar, but ranch. You need something acidic. Any type of vinegar, lime juice, lemon juice, anything that route. So we're going in with apple cider vinegar right now. And it's not congruent right now. If you had mustard, it would emulsify and it would become one, but we don't have any mustard, so. Some honey for sweetness. That's the basic, that's the foundation, right? So it's all your liquid stuff, and then if you want any dry spices, so oregano if you're going Italian, right? Dried parsley. We're just gonna do garlic powder. Freshly cracked pepper.
Victor and I have been together now for 12 years. And I used to go over to his dad's house, and he would cook like scampi and all this stuff. And I didn't used to cook much like 12 years ago. And I thought it was the best thing ever. He has always loved cooking, even before it was filmed for YouTube. So it's definitely a passion of his.
And the mutton snapper is going on the grill. So like I was saying, you guys see that skin and scales? That is going skin side down onto the grill. It is nature's baking sheet. All right, so we are gonna close up the grill, and it could take anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes. We're just gonna keep checking on it from time to time, and that's it.
When Stephanie and I first started dating, I used to sing to her.
Wow.
And I was really bad, but she thought I was really good because she was so in love. And then now I just sing to her, and she's just like, please stop. Like, don't do this.
tell him that.
So now we're gonna make the lobster stuffing. Got a little pan right here, medium heat, olive oil. Let that heat up a little bit. Some garlic. Just gonna cook it for about 45 seconds, wake it up. Let that garlic infuse with that olive oil. Now we're going in straight with the lobster, and I didn't season it because since we're making like a mixture, I'm just gonna season the whole mixture, and then the lobster will get seasoned. Just seasoning with some more salt and pepper. Next up, green onions. Lobster cooks super fast, 3-4 minutes on a medium heat. Last thing you want to do is overcook lobster. So last step, the heat is super low right now. We're going in with cream cheese. Cream cheese is going to give it that nice thickness that you would get with any type of stuffing. And it's just going to melt down. Little salad action. Sliced grape tomatoes, some red onion, and then the delicious homemade dressing right on top.
I just find it like when I watch you cook, it just gives me a whole new perspective on.
Does it inspire you to cook?
Stephanie's like,
It does, but it just inspires me as a whole because like I think it's so funny because when people try to become like when they try to have a presence in the fishing industry, it's all about being the best fisherman and catching as many fish as possible and going after the biggest and the baddest species. But for you, it's about the genuine love for going out there, catching whatever it is and turning it into this.
I feel like I gave you a big hug right now.
No, but it's serious though, and like I'm realizing that as I'm watching you because you know, this is it's a famous saying of mine, but this is what it's all about right here. It's seriously.
It really is. He says it all the time.
I do, but and it's not about that. And I think the problem is when people try to get on YouTube, they're trying to be the best. They're trying to catch the biggest and baddest species, but the family and the friend aspect of everything going on right now is really the most important part of all of it. And people deduct away from that because they're so focused on just trying to be the best.
Yeah, and I'm sure you're gonna do the same thing for your girl.
Yeah, I'm try my best.
Food and fishing brings people together. That's what I like about it.
That is
And then
so
if you
true.
combine the two, you're living a good life. Wow. So this fish is so tender that it's coming off of the skin, just like that. You guys, look at that mutton snapper flake.
That's not bad.
Whoa, look at that. Nice steaming hot fish. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna make the first plate, give it to the pregnant lady first. She's not lifting a finger, all right?
Thank you.
And then you guys can follow, all right?
Yeah, food's ready. Everyone got right in
Oh
line.
my gosh, this looks
Look
so
at how everybody
good.
got so close.
I know.
Okay,
It's like the seagulls today. We're throwing the scraps in the water.
so Clay, watch this.
Clay just called us a scrap eater.
You see how that skin is still attached there? Watch how easily it comes off. Look at that. Juicy fish, skin stays on there. You can see the moisture in there.
Let me ask you, can you do that with mangrove snapper, any type of snapper?
Yeah, any thick scaled fish. Grouper, snapper.
What's great about that is when I first started filleting fish, skinning a fish was one of the most difficult parts for me.
Yeah.
So this is great.
We're gonna go down with that homemade chimichurri.
That does really look good though.
Okay, we got a little baked potato. So we got the baked potato, and check it out. Look at that. That's homemade Florida lobster caught in the Keys today. Stuffing going on the baked potato. So you don't, yeah, you don't need any butter or cream cheese or anything. That is your stuffing for your baked potato right there. And then some Parmesan cheese to finish it off.
All right. This is really good.
Is it?
I need to do this at home. Everything pairs really nicely. We barely ever cook or grill fish with its skin on with a thick piece of fillet like this. And it's really like flavorful with everything on top of it.
Try
So
the lobster
good. Yeah.
and the baked potato. That looks the best in my opinion. I mean, it all looks good.
Oh, no,
That
it's
looks-
great.
That looks amazing. Good.
She's jumping for joy in there.
I love it.
It's
I
so
love
good. Oh my gosh. This is, man, I need to practice my own cooking because this is delicious.
I got people like me.
To the right. Oh, I have bad it.
It's just boys
You
being
watch
boys.
that from
We love cooking fish on the half shell, and this is the biggest fish I think we've ever cooked on the half shell. And that mutton was just absolutely beautiful, and it tastes as good as it looks. And then the lobster and the potato, I didn't really know how I was gonna feel about that one, but it's really good.
All right, here we go.
It's really good.
I have to take a second bite. That is really, really good. I just want to eat it. Hold on, I'm sorry. It's really that awesome. The flavors with the chimichurri, so good. I'm a huge chimichurri person, so I'm really picky with it, and you nailed it. This is really good stuff.
We're really picky when it comes to fish. We were discussing that earlier. We never order it out, and it's because of meals like this, like that you created. It's like, I don't know a place that can do it this good, you know?
There's nowhere in the Keys that prepares a meal like this. And to enjoy this here with all of you guys, I think is really cool. Of course, Adam, he's behind the cameras right now. There's Adam.
I don't have a camera guy yet.
We're working on that for him. You know, but just so cool. At the same time, how you guys ended up coming down when La Jolla put this whole thing together for us. And Adam and Annie down here on the boat. It's the coolest thing in the world to just meet them and, you know, go out there and catch some fish. And then, of course, have Stephanie.
I
join
came in
us.
for the best part, the eating
That's
aspect
right.
of it.
And Victor, I can't thank you and Brooke
you so
enough
much.
for all of
Yes,
this.
Thank
And,
you.
know, a lot more to come, hopefully, with all of us getting together and shooting some content.
Good stuff right there. Really good stuff, Vic.
How's that baked potato? I know
Now
you're a
you've
big
been
baked
waiting
potato guy.
for it. You know I'm not a big baked potato guy. Only because you got to doctor it up. Now, sweet potato, it's sweet. You just eat it. But this is a real stuffed baked potato. If you're going to stuff a baked potato, you better do it with lobster. Just like that. It's good stuff, Vic. Really good stuff.
I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and huge shout out to Clay, because we would have no fish to cook for this channel if it wasn't for Clay and Adam.
You got it.
Check out Adam's channel, Clay's channel, Brooky's channel, linked below. I mean, you guys see it. It's just good vibes, good people, good food, good fish. Florida Keys, it's what it's all about. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.